Somos primas.
Merry Christmas!
Can we redo it?
Oh, yeah. That's fine. Hi, welcome to Las Primas podcast. I'm Gabby.
And I'm Fatima.
And we're primas.
Somos primas. You're really loud right now.
Oh, shit. You're right.
You're over here yelling at me for being loud.
I know.
You're like hella loud right now.
Okay, so Merry Christmas,
Merry
Fat.
Christmas!
We just opened our gifts. I'm just kidding.
I was like, you got me a gift?
Oh my god, I should have. I didn't even think of it. We should have had like a little gift exchange.
Next
Nah.
year. Next year. Like, that's too much work. Yeah.
Did you have a little gift exchange at work?
We did.
Yeah.
We had a little white elephant at work. We're going to have a white elephant with our family tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah,
Are you
tomorrow.
excited for Christmas?
I really like Christmas. I think Christmas is my favorite holiday. It used to be Thanksgiving, and then it
I
switched
think
to
it's Christmas for me. I'm excited for the food.
Yeah, the food.
I love tamales.
I think I just like Christmas because it just feels warm and cozy.
That's why you wanted to be in pajamas this year.
Yes. So basically, every Christmas we have to dress up because we have an aunt, Rosario.
An aunt.
My tia.
We have a tia that likes to
Dress up
to do
super
events.
cute. Uh-huh.
Yeah, we always have whenever we have like a family
theme.
get together, we do a theme dress up.
Yeah. So then this year, I was like, nobody had said how we're going to dress or anything like that. So I was like, I'm going to say it first. And that way everyone's on board. So I was like, hey, we should do like Christmas pajamas. Like everybody does that. I see like all the people do it. So then I was
nice
like,
to be comfortable.
yeah. And usually for Thanksgiving, you dress up, whatever. So I was like, for Christmas, it's like cozy. You want to be comfortable. So then I suggested it. And my uncle, John, he was all for it. He was like, yeah, we used to do that when we were kids. And I was like, that's cool. That would be like a nice tradition to have. So I suggested it. And then my tia Rosario, who is the one that always wants to dress up fancy, and she's a fashionista. And she was like on board with it.
Mm-hmm. You were shocked.
And I was so shocked. I was like, is something happening right now? And then I realized Fatima.
She's not gonna be here.
Yeah, she's not gonna be here. She freaking left to Mexico, which is why she was like, yeah, let's
Gabby,
do it.
I was like literally thinking it. I was like, Gabby, Gabby's like all excited because she's like, Rosario said yes. Oh my God, can you believe it? And I was like, bro, she only said yes because she's not gonna be here.
Yeah, and I had no idea. I was like, wait a minute. And that was actually in the last podcast where I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty excited that we're gonna be nice and cozy in our little pajamas.
Yeah. Do you guys do anything at your branch for like Santa Claus and all that?
So, like decorating, you mean?
Like a holiday event.
Like, yeah, we have Christmas dinner.
Okay. Well, so let me tell you, at our campus at work, there's like it's like a big corporate campus, and there's a lot of different companies there. So they have like a corporate center, and they like to put on events. So they had a holiday happy hour. I didn't go to it, but Santa apparently was going to be there, dressed up Santa Claus, and I was working from home, and my coworker pinged me, and she was like, "Oh, are you gonna go?" She's like, "Are you working from home?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "So we can't go take photos with Santa today?" And I was like, "No, like to me, it's whatever, right?" I was telling them in the chat. I was like, honestly, I don't think I have any photos with Santa Claus. That's not something we would do, right? Did you have photos with Santa?
So I don't know so I don't know if you remember, but we were neighbors. We were front neighbors with Juan. And I have this memory.
Juan, my tío?
Juan, my tío, yeah. When we were little.
We were in the little houses?
In the little houses, yeah. And I remember one year, I don't know if it was at night or if it was early in the morning, but we had Santa Claus in our front yard. And I don't know who it was. I don't know I just remember that, and I remember it was Juan's girls were there, and it was us. I don't even know if we have pictures, but I really remember that happened.
That happened, yeah.
Where Santa Claus came. But the thing is, I don't ever recall believing in Santa Claus.
We never believed. So that's what I was telling her, right? I was like, I never went to go take photos with Santa. And she was like, well, I believed in him until like I was 12. And I was like, girl, when I was 12, I was wrapping my own Christmas gifts. I was helping my mom wrap mine and my sister's Christmas gifts. That's so funny. And she's like, wow, that must have been really sad. And I was like, no. I was like, yeah. I didn't go see Santa. I was like, every freaking Christmas, I dressed up as La Virgen Maria for the posadas, you know? So I was like, it's our traditions. And she was like, oh, it must be really sad that you didn't go see Santa. I was like, I loved our Christmas traditions. I used to love it when every family got a day. Remember when we would go to church? Yeah, when we had the posadas. And we would have the little days on the paper, and everybody would pick a paper, and then that day they would make
the posadas.
Yeah. So
I
really like that.
My favorite, I honestly feel like Lourdes is like a party planner.
She is.
I don't know. I recall like Christmas at her house, and remember we had Christmas Eve at her house, and then we had the like posada, and people would walk. Some people would be inside, some people would be outside, and we would sing and do the whole thing.
So for those that don't know, like a posada is like where you come over and you bring people over and you have like drinks, hot drinks, not like alcoholic drinks, like treats like bread and stuff, cookies, and we would do like this little scene where Joseph and Mary are like asking for a place to stay.
Yeah.
Because she's about to pop out a baby. So like it's a little singing tradition where there's people outside that represent like Joseph and Mary, and people inside that are like the people in the house.
The owners of the house or whatever.
And it's a singing thing, and they let them in, and then we pray the rosary. And that was starting from like the 15th or the 16th up until Christmas, the 24th.
I don't even know how long it is, but yeah, it's like
Yeah, it was like several days. So we would do that when we were growing up because we have a big family. We have 16 on my mom's side. And a lot of them were in Arizona, so we would do it with a bunch of family members, and I loved it.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I remember that Lourdes assigned us a song not each person. I think it was like a pair.
I think you and me.
Was it? I thought it was me and Sara.
I don't know. I remember that where we were doing songs. We also sing a lot of songs.
Or maybe I was I remember that I was I don't know. I thought it was Sara. That's who I recall, but it could have been you. I don't remember. But yeah, we were singing in front of everyone, and I loved it because I used to like to sing.
I remember that.
But I can never sing by myself. Like, I like having a partner to sing with, which is why I dragged you to the talent show in 5th grade.
Well, Gabi was in 5th grade. I was in 4th grade. She wanted to sing in the talent show, so she made me go sing with her.
Because I can't do it by myself.
And
I don't know
honestly,
why.
like, we made it. Like, we did. It was a try. What is it called? Tryouts, like a talent show tryout. Some people didn't make it, and we actually didn't make it. I'm not a singer, like I don't do that. But I do remember when we had the talent show for the school, we were having technical difficulties. I
know. But we
still did it.
I think it was because our CD wasn't working. Yeah. Like,
I don't know how they expected a 5th and a 4th grader to be tech savvy and try to figure out how to copy a song into a CD.
Yeah, so it kept like stopping, but we kept going. And then I remember that I guess a class in, I don't know, I think it was like a 4th grade class or a 3rd grade class. They actually gave me letters, and they were like, "You were my favorite performance. I know you were having issues, but like it was, I remember they brought it to me to Miss Conroy's class, which was my 5th grade teacher, and I wasn't expecting it, but yeah, I remember I received 2 or 3 letters from like different people, and I was like, oh my god, that's so nice. They're probably like, you guys were fucking shitty, but I felt bad, so y'all were top dogs.
Honestly, like I like to live my life putting out positive enforcement to like people, because it feels so nice when people are positive for you. Like this past week, someone sent me a message on Instagram, and they were like, I just came across your podcast. I remember I sent I always send the screenshots, and I send them to Gabi, and I'm like, oh my god, like they're like, you guys are so cute together. Like, I love the podcast. I keep it up. And that feels really nice to receive. So nowadays, like, I try to, whenever I think something positive about a person, like, I try to let them know. You know?
Yeah. Anyways, so going back to our Christmas little... Sorry, I don't know how we did that.
So this year, we're going to Angie's house. And we're going to go...
Well, we had Christmas at Angie's last year as well.
Yeah, we did. She's having pozole in the morning. But my 2 favorite foods for tomorrow. I'm excited. Pozole. I should have brought Tupperware. Pozole in the morning and then tamales in the afternoon. Yeah. So I'm excited.
Well, the pozole is she wants to feed us, so we're energized to do the tamales.
I used to hate doing tamales.
Really?
I used to hate doing tamales growing up. But now I like it because we sit there, we drink a little cafecito, we have chisme, we talk.
Yeah, we're just chismeando the whole time.
Embarrando los tamales.
Yeah. It's a good time.
Yeah, now, but when I was younger, I used to hate that.
It's because I feel like when we were younger, we didn't get the choice to do things. So now it's like we're, as adults, we're like, we can or cannot.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry, we can or we cannot. I told myself I was going to subconsciously make an effort not to interrupt Gabi this podcast.
But it's okay, because it's like you're pitching ideas or whatever. Yeah. Like, you get excited about something, so go ahead.
I think the reason why we didn't like it when we were younger is because we had a freaking huge family.
Yeah,
so we'd make tamales for a bunch of people.
Which is weird, because, like, my house would make some, your house would make some.
Everybody would make some.
Yeah, and it's like, okay, I know it's a lot of us, but it's not that deep.
Yeah, we would make the red ones, you guys would make the green ones, someone would make the cheese ones. But it was funny, because last year when we were doing it, I remember JP, our little cousin, he just sat down. He's like, I want to help. I was like, just say less. We brought him a plate, brought him a spoon. And I don't think we were ever
like that.
Yeah.
Like we didn't want to help.
But it wasn't fun. Like,
Yeah,
I
that's what I'm
think
saying.
we all
It
get
wasn't
together and we talk and we're chit-chatting and stuff. Growing up, it was just like me and my sisters.
Yeah.
My mom.
Unless we had like our aunts come over. If it was like Angie, Araceli,
Yeah.
or Rosario there, then I would be like, hell yeah, I'm game. I
Yeah.
want to be there.
But, yeah, and then we're going to do a gift, white elephant.
Yeah. White elephant. You know, a lot of people don't know what white elephant is.
I find that strange.
I do too, because I thought it was a very common. Well, maybe it's a like I want to say like it's a white tradition.
I don't think it's a...
Because I was telling Nayeli, but I was like, oh, we're going to do white elephant. She's like, what is that? And I was like, oh, it's the game. Yeah. And then I was like, it's the game. I told her in Spanish. And then I was like, well, basically you all buy a gift and we put it in the middle and we get numbers or whatever. And then we go from there and we like steal it from each other. And she's like, what? That's so weird. Like we never did that.
She never did that? I feel like we used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Growing up.
I
And then...
I always like my gift. The reason I purchase my gift is because I want it.
That's my
mentality every single year. Yeah.
So for my company holiday party, we did white elephant with our department. Quality and regulatory, and I bought something for myself and it got stolen. Also, I bought like a little massage gun. Like a cheap one, $30 on Amazon. And I thought I was the third person to steal it, but I was off. I was the second person, and someone else stole it from me. And it was like a lot of people were stealing it. It was on we do like a virtual white elephant because we have people that work remotely. So,
damn, that sucks.
This year I bought one that I think everybody would. What
is it?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Don't tell me. Yeah, like I remember we played a white elephant with HQ a few years ago. I think it was the first year actually that I moved here. And I literally had to cry to Freddie. Freddie's like, if you really want it, cry. And I was like, game, I will. I don't remember what it was. I think it was like a blanket. I don't remember what it was, but it was something that I bought for myself. Like I wanted it. The reason I bought it was because I wanted it. And like Freddie... I think he just stole it from me because it was for boys and girls. I don't remember what it was. But then I really wanted it. I was like, Fred, please don't steal it from me. And then he's like, if you don't want me to steal it from you, because he was like the last person to steal it, he's like, cry. And then I was like, I started making this fucking story because I have to like make a story in my head so I can cry, like when I'm fake crying. And I was like, it's because Freddie, like I don't have my mom. I miss my family. And I started crying. And he's like, really? You could just cry like that? And I was like, yeah. I just think about sad stuff and then I cry.
Because you're a Cancer moon. She's a fucking... Gabby's a freaking crybaby.
I am, girl.
Crybaby.
I am.
I hate crying in front of people, but I will cry by myself.
So I can't. Sometimes I can't help it.
I think I've only ever cried in front of you. And my family, but like you. I've cried at probably Rosario too. Yeah, I cried in front of Rosario. Some tough times.
Yeah.
But normally I'm more of like I'm just gonna lay in bed and listen to my music and just like sit,
relax,
like,
and cry,
like deep sadness and cry. I think it's important that people feel their feelings. Sadness and happiness.
I think but it's sometimes like it's hard. Like I try to not be so emotional. And like for example, like yesterday I was telling one of my coworkers, like telling her a comment that my mom said, and I don't know why I got so choked up. And I was like, what the... when my mom told me this comment, it didn't hurt my feelings, or so I thought. But now that I'm saying it out loud, I was like, oh my god, maybe it did hurt my feelings. But then I started crying and I was like, oh Lord.
I think when you talk about it, that's when you're like, oh damn.
Yeah. Anyways,
but Christmas is a happy time.
Yeah, it is. It is warm and cozy and a happy time.
Yeah, we never do anything the 25th though.
What do you mean?
We don't really do. We should just have like we warm up the mallets in the morning and that's it. But the 25th, like actual Christmas, we never really do anything.
Well, there's really nothing you can do. I remember here with Rosario, we usually go to the movies.
Yeah. On
the 25th, yeah.
Because people get to get to the 25th.
Yeah, not us.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
We're just 24.
Yeah, we get to get the 24th at night.
Which is kind of upsetting because, like, for example, at work, we get the 25th off, but then, for example, let's say the 25th was on a Saturday, we still had to work full Fridays.
Really?
Yeah, I think until like 4 o'clock or something. And I was like, that's... I wonder how it was with us. And which was upsetting because I'm like, that's the holiday that I celebrate. I celebrate the 25th. I don't celebrate the 25th. Yeah. So I feel like they're not very considerate with that. But anyways, what was I going to say? I forgot what I was saying. Oh, yeah. Sorry. In Arizona, we used to always go to Mount Lemmon on the 25th. That's the only thing you can do.
I don't don't remember.
Every single year, yeah.
Yeah.
But I would go with my friends and stuff. I would not really hang out with my
okay,
family.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and it was just like everything was closed anyways, but it
Yeah.
was more so just going up, being in the snow, taking pictures, and then just having like a day, just a friend's day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What another thing like my coworker keeps saying is like talking about all the gifts that they're getting each other. Growing up, I don't feel like we really did gifts. I don't know about your mom, but like my mom, it was like always she would get, you know how they would have toy donations drives and stuff?
Yeah.
Like she would go to those and she would get whatever they gave her. It was like per age
Mm-hmm.
range.
Yeah.
And it was always like pencils, notebooks, like maybe fake makeup, like stuff like that.
Yeah.
And that was our gift. She would just put it in one box and we would wrap it up and that was our gift. And till to now, like now that I'm older, I don't really like receiving gifts. And I don't really like giving gifts either. And I think Rosario, like a while back, kind of really drilled it into me. She's like, you're spending all this money on the kids. Like when we were spending Christmas here, she's like, they're going to play with it for like 5 minutes and then they're going to forget about it. She's like, why are you doing that, you know? And I think it's right, like true, like now that I'm older, like everything that I want I buy myself.
Yeah.
You know? So even though it's nice to be thoughtful and stuff, that's why I like White Elephant, because you can still feel like you got something for Christmas. But we don't really do gifts.
Yeah.
And then like even when we're older now, like my mom and dad, they would just give us money. Like for Christmas, they just give us money.
Yeah. I don't remember, like, I think my mom did the same thing with the toy drives and stuff, which I didn't really like. I liked it, I guess, at the moment. I think I liked more like the peanuts that we get, because we used to get these like red long bags. I don't know if you remember that. And they were like full of peanuts, and then they had like little candy on top. Yeah. So that was like my favorite part of it. But as far as like the toys and stuff, I think same. Like I wasn't like really, I was just like whatever about it. I don't really recall like if our parents gave us gifts. I think until we got older, like much older. I think like maybe when I was 18, my mom gave us like each $50 or something.
Yeah.
But I don't really recall like receiving gifts when I was younger. That wasn't something that I was looking forward to.
It's more just the family time.
Actually, no. Yeah, that's completely wrong. I don't remember my parents necessarily, but I always remember I used to always get a gift from Jaime and Lourdes, because they were my padrinos. Yeah. And Angie. I remember. And then Angie's...
I just remembered I have an ahijado that is on here.
Who's your ahijado?
Joaquin.
I didn't know he was your ahijado. I have an ahijado too.
Fake ahijado.
Zaya.
Fake ahijado.
Yeah.
So anyways, you just reminded me that I have an ahijado, and I didn't buy any Christmas gifts this year besides my White Elephant.
Yeah.
Sorry people.
I mean, last year you gave everyone gifts, and I was like...
I gave everybody gift cards, and that's because my mom forced me to.
Yeah, but the thing I was like, I didn't think of getting anyone gifts, and
Well, it's because I'm telling you, my mom and dad spent Christmas last year here, and my mom was like, how can you be going over to spend Christmas with your family, you're not even getting them something? And I was like, please. So we just got gift cards for everybody. And then, that's what we did. But this year, my White Elephant gift, that's it. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. I'm also very...
Japan trip.
Yeah, and I'm also very much like, I don't know what to give people, because I don't like to give people stuff that they're not going to like. So, for example, Angie's my madrina. Dude, I never get her gifts, and I feel so bad, but it's because I'm like, I feel like she's like me. Like, anything that she wants, she just buys it herself, right? So, like, for me, I don't expect any gifts, because I don't want anything, because I literally, if I want something, I'll buy it. The only thing I do want, it's not a necessity, it's just kind of like a want, is a pink Stanley cup.
Don't you have a Stanley cup?
Yes, I have two.
Did you get that for the White Elephant?
No.
Is that what you're telling me so I don't steal it?
I really, really want it. No, I didn't, because it's, I usually buy them online, like on Target.
What's the whole deal about the Stanley
Nothing.
cups?
It's just cute. Literally, it's just as like my hydro flask when I used to be obsessed with my hydro flasks. But I still use my hydro flask, but it's more so the Stanleys are like popote, so it's easier to drink water and it stays cold, which I love cold water.
Okay, I don't like cold water.
I love cold water. So anyways, this really cute pink one, like marble looking one, came out at Target, and I couldn't buy it online until the 24th, until tomorrow. So I'm like, God damn it. And I went to
you can't walk in and buy yourself.
Yeah, I went to 5 Targets, and literally there's nothing there, and I'm like, this is why I hate buying shit. Like, I hate going to the store to get those type of things, because they're never there. Anyways, but that's like the only thing I would want. So I told someone that I wanted that, and then they're like, let me try to get it for you.
Must be nice to have a significant other to get gifts for.
You're dumb. Anyways.
Yeah, so.
But that's it. That's really it. What else?
We don't really do much for Christmas. I mean, I have to work. Do you have to work next week?
Yeah, the 26th.
Yeah. Well, I took the 26th off, so I'll be back in the 27th.
No, I work the 26th, the 27th, 28th, 29th. I actually get the 30th off again. I get both weekends, which is nice for you. I guess it doesn't really matter because you always get the weekends, but I never do.
Mm-hmm.
But my boss was like, oh, hey, I want to do your one-on-one on your day off. So he's like, can you work that day? And then you'll just take Saturday off. And I was like, sounds good to me. Yeah, so I got both holidays. Mm-hmm. I didn't mean to because I try to be very fair with like things like that, but it just kind of worked that way. So I was like, can't say no to my boss.
For your work, did you guys went out to have a Christmas dinner?
Yeah.
One with the managers and then one with your team, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So you guys just go out to dinner?
Yeah. So we get a dinner every year. So we get 2 dinners, one for Thanksgiving. A luncheon for Thanksgiving and then a dinner for Christmas. I don't have a really big team. I have a pretty small team. So we just kind of went to this Italian restaurant and it was nice. It was fine.
Does everybody pay for themselves?
No.
Company pays?
The company pays, yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah, for the Christmas dinner.
Do you have a corporate card?
No, I don't.
So how do you pay it?
Out of my pocket.
And then they refund you?
Exactly.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then my manager dinner is courtesy of my boss. It's not from the company, yeah. So, yeah, my boss. Anyways, I didn't give my boss anything.
You also didn't get your coworkers. We were talking about it.
No, I gave my employees something.
But remember we were talking about it. I called her the other day and I was like, Gabby, what do I give my coworkers? What do I give my boss? And she's like, oh, I didn't get anybody anything. So
last year I did, and I remember I was like super organized or whatever. And then this year I was like, I'm not gonna get them anything because I feel again same thing. Like people don't appreciate the stuff that you get them, or so it feels that way. And I was like, I'm just gonna spend a bunch of money on these people that are probably not gonna care for what I'm gonna give them, and probably re-gift it. But then at the end of the day, I'm like, it doesn't matter what they do with the gift as long as I'm giving it to them. So.
I remember you said last minute you were like going to all these Targets.
That's why. I was literally like 5 Targets the other day and while I was there I was like, let me just look for the Stanley Cups. But I went to 5 Targets and I got them like a quick little gift. It was it's like your typical gift that you give your employees. A mug, una cremita de Bath and Bodies.
Because you have all girls, right? And one
boy, yeah. So it's 4 girls and 1 boy. And so I gave them all of them though, including the boy the eucalyptus lotion. Yeah, but I think I felt like it was for both women and men. So I gave them that. I gave them a hand sanitizer that smells good, some chocolates, a little like candy cane with chocolates in there. I gave them a gift card for coffee and a little handwritten card. Okay. Yeah, so I thought it was pretty. I thought it was pretty.
I think that's a decent. Yeah, for us. So for my company, normally we have a holiday party, a huge holiday, dress up formal. Gabby was my date last year.
Yes, I was.
Insert the clip here. Do you remember? You were using the filter to put your...
Yeah, that's right. And your mom asked, didn't your mom say that I was a really pretty boy?
Something. I forgot what she said, but she just said something. But yeah, so usually my company puts on a huge holiday party at a huge venue. And like everybody dresses up in like super formal attire. And I had a good time. Yeah. I think I would have had a more fun time this year because now I know people and now I have like a friend group. I have relationships that I have built with people. Yeah. So I definitely think I would have had more fun this year. But it was still a good time. But they canceled it this year. They canceled it because apparently
budget cuts.
Yeah. Our division was doing really good. Yeah. We hit record numbers this year. But other divisions are doing bad, so they're like, to save face, we're not gonna. So we had like a small little gathering. It was still like a nice holiday party. Yeah. And we had that. We had our department holiday party, and then we had the corporate drinks, which I didn't go to.
So you had 3 different
And then I went to dinner with my managers.
Oh my god.
Our manager took us out to dinner, so it was a pretty busy December. Yeah. For me, I bought everybody just like a little box of chocolates.
Okay. And I think that's a pretty decent gift, honestly.
And I gave my manager the chocolates and a bottle of wine because he's into wine now. And I wrote everybody cards. And to be honest, everybody was more excited about the cards. Aww. I had told it. I was like sitting there. I was hanging out with my roommate and her brother. Her brother was visiting. So we were sitting down in the living room watching TV. And I was like 3 glasses of wine deep. Yeah, it was like a Sunday night or something. And I was feeling sentimental, so I was like writing all these sentimental notes, and I told everybody, I was like, yeah, just beware, I'm not usually this emotional. But yeah, like my work mom, she was like super like thankful for the note.
Appreciative.
And she's like my husband read it and he was like, wow. She's like, I understand now why you really like her and this and that.
I think it has a lot of meaning when you put, for example,
Mm-hmm.
little cards like that have more meaning than just like a box of chocolates or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I like reading it. Like my boss wrote us cards too, and it's really thoughtful. Like the stuff that he writes, versus just
it means a lot because it's like, wow, you really feel this way towards me. Like that's really neat.
Yeah. So
I did that too.
you wrote cards.
Yeah. I wrote them little cards.
Yeah, and people, I think that's more thoughtful. But yeah, so that's what we did for Christmas at
That's
work.
fun.
But
I'm excited.
yeah, so I think it was a good holiday Christmas season so far. I'm excited for tomorrow. I'm excited to eat
Yeah.
and see all my family because I love my family.
Okay, Santi. Remember one time Santi, he wrote us letters and he's like, all I want for Christmas this year is to see my family in Arizona.
Santi's very family oriented.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I love that for him and myself.
Me too, but he gets a little touchy and I'm like, look at me.
Gabby doesn't like to be touched.
Anyways, that's all for today. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas. We'll be posting this on Christmas. So enjoy. Drink lots of cafecito, eat a lot of tamales, and enjoy your pozole. Amen.
Amén. En el nombre del Padre.
Voy a dar la bendición en nombre del Padre, del Hijo y del Espíritu Santo. Cuídense. Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas,
Thanks for watching.
darling.
I have nothing to say.
Thanks for watching.
I'm kind of blanking too. I'm having brain farts.
I can't believe we did that fast.
Yeah, anyways.
That's what you get, bitch. That is instant karma.
I only didn't give you a